Monkey Wrench Mayhem. I'm not a plumber, but I play one on TV. And when you're a mo-fessional in a field that you should be a professional, things can go very wrong. But, you know, sometimes I do free jobs, and, well, it didn't go wrong. It could have. It almost did. It would have cost me more money and more time. But that's the way it goes. It ended up working fine. Check this video out. Howdy, folks. This time I'm pretending to be a plumber. Well, when a dishwasher that I'm looking at here, a dishwasher sometimes when it drains, it likes to flow both through the normal drain tube and also through the breather tube as well. The breather tube does not appear to be plugged in this one, but I have a feeling that the drain tube is kind of a plugged artery. So I'm just going to remove that. Pretty easy task here to do that. It's just a couple of clamps, and take it out and run it through a hose outside and clean it out a little. So here we go. This is where look at that thing. Why does that thing have to be so big? That's a monster right there. Actually, I think one of the brand names of it is a monster. Yeah, I've been cleaning this thing out, and I was wondering why there was torch fuel under the sink. That's kind of odd. But, you know, don't get any ideas. That's not coming into play today. That would be fun. So the clamps and everything. The hose is actually this hose right there. I hope it's not too blurry. I'm going to back out a little. That hose right there. There's a couple of hose clamps on it. And I'm going to take that one off, and the one up above it, up there ways. Darn it. Kind of blurry. Sorry. I'll get this down sometime. And I'm going to take that off. Just kind of run it through a hose, clean it out. Might put a little, run something through it to clean it a little better. That's about it. So, here we go. Let me get set up. Okay. Not sure if you're going to be able to see everything I'm doing here, but it's really cramped under a sink. Not the ideal work environment, but I have, let's see, this is going to be, just so that you know, these clamps usually are a 5/16, which makes things easy because most of the industries that I work in are going to use this, but there goes one. Nice and loosened up. If I can see the other one, you know what would help see. Ta-da! Okay, now the other one, wow, that is in a terrible position. Who the heck did that? So, I am going to need a different tool. I'm going to need an angular tool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see if this one works. Now, I always say do as I say, don't do what I do. You know, there is a disclaimer. Okay, so usually you don't use power tools to do these, but I'm only taking it off. When I put it back on, I'm probably going to do it by hand. Let's see, so that's not going to work. We're going to have to use something different. Let me see if this guy will fit in there. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to move on to something else, like a stupid wrench. You know what? No, that's not going to fit in there. What a mess. Who does this? Who chooses this as a profession to do? Well, I guess, you know, I do some of this stuff, so I'm an idiot, right? Yeah, we might actually have to get a wrench out here. And I am way too big to get over here, so here we go. Nope, that's not going to work either. Damn it. Okay, who put this big giant thing in the way? Oh boy. Why does it have to be like this? Who put the hose clamp facing upward if I drop a tool on you, well, so be it. Just know that it hurt you more than it hurt me. Okay, yep, I hear a little water dripping. That's not good. And where is that coming from? Well, oh, let's find out. It's possible I just broke the breather tube. Well, that'll make for a little bit more lengthy video. Let me find. Yeah, there are real plumbers out there that are probably gonna laugh at me for this, but yeah, I will move that stupid thing. Nope, this is no place for a big, large man. Yep. A bit of an oaf. Too big to fit under the sink. Too big to fit anywhere, pretty much. But that's interesting. Yeah. So we could have broken this. So yeah, they don't make this stuff easy to work on. Why is it in the back? Why is it over there? Why do they do that? Okay, got one side off. Now, that'll help me twist it. Yep. There it went. Well, at least I got it twisted. Not in a good way. Okay. Well, at least I can reach it. There that goes. Yay. The whole breather's out. Alright, now we can inspect it to see if I broke it. Because I could have. Well, it doesn't look like it. Looks like I just loosened it up and made things more difficult. That's what this channel is all about. Let's mess things up. This is not a how-to video. This is a how not to video. I really gotta loosen that thing up. It is not getting over. It's probably totally blurry for you guys. I'm really sorry, but that's how this is gonna have to go in very close proximity here. Come on, get off of there. You got it. You're not in love. You're not married. Well, you are married, by definition. There we go. Yeah. What I thought was going to be a super easy job turned out to be an arm wrestle. Well, hold on. So I'm not sure how well this is going to come out on camera, but when you look down inside there, I mean, it's not plugged, but it's closed off a little, kind of like a constricted artery or something like that. So what that does is just doesn't allow the water to get through fast enough. So some of it comes out into the disposal, and some of it goes out through the breather. So I don't think I broke the breather. Fortunately, I don't have to run down to the store. I mean, I'll absolutely test it after I get everything put together, make sure there are no leaks. But here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this stuff, or I'm gonna clean it off camera, because that's just running water through it with the hose and maybe running a pipe cleaner through it or something like that. So I'll be back in a few. Yeah. Oh yeah. What I happen to scrape out of that thing, all caught right there. Actually, even more of it. Look at that. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh, the humanity. Did it all with a brazing rod, though. You know. That worked pretty good. Shove it through there. Just kind of shove it through a bunch of times. I didn't have any pipe cleaners, so use them all in my pipes. Okay. Anyway, now I'm going to get back down there. I did the smart thing, and I put the hose clamp on the hose and put everything in place before I got started here. So that's why you're jumping in a little late. But I'm just going to tighten this thing down, and then I'm going to test it for water leaks. And I know I said I wouldn't use this, but you know what? To hell with it. Do as I say, not as I do. And looks like everything is in place somewhat. Yeah, I put it all together before I turned the camera on, so made things a little bit easier. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and test this for water leaks, and I'll be back in a minute. Happy, happy, joy, joy. No leaks. Well, yeah, anybody be happy about that. So, I'm still going to run it through a rinse cycle, and then I'm done. So, so long for now. Like and subscribe, please. Thanks. Ciao.